I vividly remember the first time I looked at the Crescent Cove website and learned that such an amazing place exists. I closed the door of my office at work, poured through the website, and started sobbing. I was a living definition of caregiver burnout at the time. Between home health, home nursing callouts, hours of daily hands-on care, endless medical appointments, and hospital visits, worrying about the future, working full-time, and being a single mom to my amazing little boy, I was at the end of my rope. Crescent Cove was everything I was longing for without even realizing it. I'm the proud mother of the most courageous little boy there ever was. Salim is a complicated little guy medically, but his primary condition is called recessive dystrophic epidermolysis bullosa, or EB. His body doesn't produce collagen 7, so his skin blisters or sloughs off entirely with the slightest touch. He has open wounds all over his body at all times, is in bandages neck to toe 24/7, and endures a painful 2 to 3 hour bath and bandage change almost daily. EB is so rare that many, even in the medical field, have never even heard of it. It's hard for me to trust anyone with him, but upon arrival, I realized Crescent Cove was different. For the very first time, I felt like I could let down my guard. I knew without a doubt that my boy was not only safe, but was loved and adored and having the time of his life. He spent an entire week with staff and volunteers who spent hours playing and singing with him, arranging fun activities, and taking him on boat rides. He spent more time laughing that week than anything else. We celebrated his 5th birthday at Crescent Cove, and everyone went out of their way to make sure it was the best birthday there ever was. The day was even topped off with a visit from the local fire station and fire truck. And when you're parenting a child whose birthdays will be limited, those celebrations are even more special and precious. Salim and I are a unique Crescent Cove family as we live in North Carolina. While most parents leave their children in the loving hands of nurses and return home or go on a trip, I spent the entire week with Salim at the home. It gave me the unique gift of not only watching the ways that they interacted with my son, but with every child there. I witnessed the beauty of what it's like for every child, regardless of ability, development, or cognitive level, to be treated like the most important and dignified person in the world. Full conversations were carried on with each child all day long, regardless of the child's ability to verbally respond or engage. The staff genuinely adore their jobs and the children they count themselves blessed to care for. Crescent Cove is unlike any place I have been or even dreamed of. Families of children with complex and life-limiting medical conditions become acclimated to a certain level of stress and anxiety. It is usually quite unhealthy. Personally, I did not even realize how much stress I was carrying around with me on a daily basis until I spent a few days at Crescent Cove and felt it all fall off of my shoulders. I am so grateful for the ways in which the entire Crescent Cove community has touched and shaped my family. I am also extremely grateful for Crescent Cove's commitment to keeping services free for all families, for opening their doors to any child across the country with a life-limiting illness, and for the donors who make it all possible.